Columbia was the first shuttle to reach space, in 1981. Columbia carried dozens of astronauts into space during the next 2 decades, reaching several milestones. Columbia also underwent upgrades as technology advanced. Before we can learn about this space shuttle, please click the subscribe button. However, the shuttle and a 7-member crew were lost over Texas when Columbia burned up during re-entry on February 1, 2003. Columbia's loss prompted NASA to do extra safety checks in orbit for all future missions. Columbia's first flight took place on April 12, 1981. The shuttle program was officially referred to as the Space Transportation System, STS, so this flight was STS-1. The mission had a 2-person crew, the commander, John Young, a veteran of Gemini and Apollo, and the pilot, Bob Crippen. The objective was to make sure that Columbia worked well in space. The first operational flight for Columbia was STS-5 in November 1982. New Shuttle Challenger took on the next 3 flights, and then Columbia flew once more in November 1983, carrying the Spacelab experiment module for the first time as well as the first European Space Agency astronaut. Columbia's 2002 mission consisted of telescope repair, as the STS-109 crew did servicing on the Hubble Space Telescope. Over 5 spacewalks, several astronaut crew members replaced an aging power control unit, removed and installed solar arrays and did science instrument upgrades. Servicing time hit a record, at the time, of 35 hours and 55 minutes. This would be Columbia's next to last mission in orbit, although nobody knew it at the time. Columbia's last flight was STS-107, a nearly 16-day research mission focusing on scientific experiments. The crew included the first Israeli astronaut, Ilana Ramon, and the first Indian-born woman in space, Kalpana Chawla. As the shuttle went through the final minutes of its re-entry on February 1, 2003, NASA lost contact with the shuttle over Texas. Controllers spent several minutes trying to hail the shuttle as the families of the astronauts waited at the expected landing site at the Kennedy Space Center. As the communications blackout lengthened, and video footage emerged of a large flying object breaking into pieces, it became clear that the crew had not survived. The agency still remembers Columbia, as well as past crews lost in the pursuit of spaceflight, on an annual day of remembrance every January. Several memorials have been dedicated to the crew as well. For example, 7 asteroids were named after the 7 crew members of STS-107, and 7 Inukshuk's, stone cairns that resemble people, were placed at sites at the NASA Hot and Mars project on Devon Island, in Canada's Arctic. Columbia's legacy will not be forgotten. The shuttle was a pioneer in both human spaceflight and in general science, and its contributions will mark NASA history forever. Please click the subscribe button for more.